Morty, here we are.
Oh my god, Rick! Is that us? We're dead!
Hello and thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the Real Movie Podcast. And today I want to talk about top 5 Rick and Morty sickest moments. You might call it whatever you want, the what the hell just happened moments, or what the did I just watch. Anyways, it doesn't matter. These were top 5 moments that this show was really shocking. Number 5.
Did it again, Cubby. Come here.
Rick used a person to create the Anatomy Park. This episode, which is called Anatomy Park, happens in the 3rd episode of the 1st season. It means that we're not still that familiar with the whole concept of Rick and Morty and how sick this TV show is, but this TV show tells us what we are dealing with. When a hobo steps to the house of Smith family, Rick says he is with me, and we realize that he created a whole park inside that person and he named it Anatomy Park. It is basically a Jurassic Park ripoff, but it is just really disgusting. And to realize that Rick respects human life this little is something else. And something else which is really messed up happens in this episode, and it is Jerry's parents' partner. When we see Jerry's parent enter the room, Jerry realizes there is a black guy with them, and he realizes that this guy is his mother's lover because his father cannot perform. And there's a scene in this episode where this black guy, who I don't know what's the name, is kissing Jerry's mom, and Jerry's dad is going inside the closet and he has a Superman suit, which is just messed up.
Well, you think you're better than me? Nobody's better than me! Hey!
Number 4. Slavery. In season 2 episode 6, the Ricks must be crazy. When Morty, Rick and Summer just had ice cream, they want to return to their home, and Rick realizes that his spaceship does not work and the battery is dead. In a twist, we realize that Rick created a whole species inside his battery, and he literally has slaves, and that species generates the power to start Rick's spaceship. So when Rick and Morty go inside the battery, they realize that a smart scientist, which is that world's Rick, has created the same machine, and he has created another microverse which has the same dynamic going on. What we see in this episode is literally slavery. And there is something else that happens in this episode which is really messed up. And that happens when Rick and Morty are going inside the battery. Rick simply says, "Keep Summer safe," to the spaceship. And the spaceship goes out of line. He chops up a person with laser. He paralyzes a guy. When Summer tells him that you should not harm anyone, when the next team comes, the spaceship recreates one of the officers' dead son, which is just mentally ill, and it is really messed up. And it is exactly as bad as I say it is. Number 3. Cannibalism and incest.
Perhaps a demonstration is in order.
No, that is the last thing that is in order. Oh
Poor
my
Froopy
God.
character. Leave him alone. Gather around, gang. Dinner time.
I mean, what I just said is messed up enough, but anyways, the whole episode is just so messed up, so I'm gonna keep it short. When Beth is still a child, Rick creates a ward for her to go inside and play. So Beth takes the neighbor's kid, whose name is Tom, inside this imaginary ward, which is actually a real ward, and she leaves that kid alone inside that ward. The messed up part is not that a small child almost committed murder, is that when Beth goes back there when she's all grown up, she realizes that Tom humped everything, every creature in that land, and to quote the episode, he planted his seed inside those animals, and when those animals gave birth to these children, he either ate those children or had sex with them, or even both, who knows. So yeah, I'm just gonna move right past it really fast, and yeah, that's it. It's just incest and cannibalism. It's just bad. Rick and Morty bury themselves. In season 1 episode 6, in one of the best episodes of the whole show, which is called Rick Potion, when Rick and Morty just messed up the whole universe, they find another universe where that version of Rick and Morty is dead, so they could replace them. This happens and they replace these guys, but there is just a sick and sad montage when we see that Rick and Morty bury their dead selves inside graves, and it is just too grim and dark. And before I talk about number 1, don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 1.
Hey, Sticky, it's all you, bud. Sticky!
It's just sperm everywhere. Season 5 episode 4, which is called Rick Dependence Spray, is the worst and the worst and the worst episode of Rick and Morty, and everyone, almost every single person agrees with me on this. So Morty starts working in her mom's lab because he saw a device there, and that device took semen from horses. So Morty started to hump that device, not unlike one certain Tommy in previous references. So when Rick wants to do experiments on these semens, all of a sudden everything goes boom and these sperms become sentient. Long story short, it doesn't matter how disgusting this sounded, the things get worse. At the end of the episode, because government want to get rid of these sperms, they use an egg, and in a just messed up turn of events, they use Summer's egg. So there is an egg up there and sperms are just attacking and just rushing to go through that egg, and I don't want to talk about it. So at the end of the episode, one sperm make it, and that incest baby goes up into a space, and it's actually pretty messed up because not only they made this incest and messed up story, but also they referenced it in future episodes, which I found really tasteless. And yeah, that's it. That's my top 5 most messed up moments of Rick and Morty. Tell me, what do you think about it? Do you have anything other in mind? And comment down below and let me know. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know if I said that or not, but anyways, thanks. Bye.